Welcome to DoomScroll Diaries, where we bring you the best of the worst of the internet every week. I'm May.
And I'm Laura, and we've got a lot going on in the world as usual. I'm going to be talking today about Mississippi's literacy rates. What a
bad,
fun,
ugly,
fun pop culture topic. We're going to be diving into the Department of Education, doing really well. Spoiler alert, really well.
Okay, great. That's actually shocking to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
that goes to show how much, that's how bad it was historically that we're like, that's newsworthy. We need to discuss the fact that they can fucking read.
Well, good for them. I'm happy they can read.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that. And then I'm also going to be talking about Eric Adams' girlfriend.
Love it.
Yeah.
This man, you know what? He is who he is. And I love that about him.
He's a pop star.
He is. I wonder where he'll go next, because he certainly won't be mayor.
I think he's literally supposed to go there.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right. And then I am going to talk about Taylor Swift getting absolutely cooked right now online. I just want to talk about what we think about it and the online zeitgeist surrounding that. Her beef with Charlie XCX, allegedly, or whatever, if it's manufactured or not, that we don't know. It remains to be seen. And I'm going to be talking about who Justin Trudeau is dating. It's really funny. What can't he do? Who can't he see? And then I'm going to also be talking about how you can now talk to your cat through AI. I'll tell a little bit more about that.
I'm definitely double clicking there.
We're listening.
Options.
And we have
sitting right there waiting to chat with me.
A presidential candidate that everyone might be interested in for 2028.
Great. Well, you literally just got back from Greece like a second ago.
I did.
Yeah. How was that?
It was so good. If I was one of these people that was a mommy blogger type person, which I am fucking not, but if I were to exploit my child and make, sort of
make some medium
TikToks
content
off of it, wow, that would have been killer. And I think I would be really good at the travel hack. I guess I could do that, like hacks for flying with a baby.
Oh, I'd be interested in that. Just, why doesn't the group thread know about these?
Yeah.
Besides, you kept talking about the bassinet.
Oh, you got to get the bassinet. So
I've never in my life seen a bassinet on a plane.
So the exit rows have this wall, and they can like hook a bassinet that's wicked. It looks like they're in the military. They're super intense. They hook this bassinet. It's like made out of metal. It looks awful. And I just lined it with a blanket. But you have to call ahead of time, and you have to show up like 2 hours before the flight takes off and go to the desk.
So I'm sorry, they're putting this in the emergency exit row.
Yeah.
Where you have to give verbal confirmation that you are okay and can help.
Correct.
And they're like, you know what? Throw a goddamn baby.
Yeah, an infant baby.
In a military basket.
Yeah,
that seems counterintuitive.
They asked him if he was ready to help in an emergency, and he said goo goo gaga. They said great.
They said that's good enough for Delta. Get on in there, kid. You're up.
Whatever. This is not an interesting story. I feel like it's more interesting when you're like, and then he shit all over me in the whatever. He was great. He was an angel, and Greece
he did really well, and everything went smoothly.
Everything was perfect.
What a great story.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
and then life fucking rules.
Yeah, and then we had a wonderful time in Greece and ate a bunch of amazing octopus, and that was basically it.
Octopus.
I will say we were stayed at kind of like a. Not the best. It was like it was a good hotel in terms of it was clean. It was near all the attractions and whatever. So it was fine in that way. But it wasn't like by any means a luxury hotel.
It wasn't like a Four Seasons.
It wasn't a Four Seasons.
Yeah.
And we had like tons of tour groups coming in and out. Like, those old people tour groups that were like, they just never traveled anywhere before. So they all want to travel in those groups. It's like a fucking, it's like a cruise on land. Do you know what I mean? Yes.
They have like a person with a pole that they follow around.
Exactly.
They all have like matching lanyards, so they don't lose an old out in the wild.
They all come with walking sticks. I'm like, they think they're hiking fucking Mount Kilimanjaro.
They're going down the street.
Yeah, they're going to a restaurant.
They're walking downtown Athens, and they're like,
but
do we have enough provisions?
They have some prepaid meal at like the worst restaurant in all of Athens.
My God. You fucked up if you're sitting in the restaurant and they come in.
Absolutely.
Like,
anyway,
this is not good.
We had a few of those tour groups come through, and there was a bunch of Americans that I was like, this is humiliating being American, and they're also American. Like, there was this one lady, she looked like if you were to draw a picture of a Karen, and I was like, I thought we had like made those people extinct. I hadn't seen one in the wild.
Have one of those,
of course,
like hair to her chin.
And then it goes up for some reason.
It somehow inverts in the back. It's shorter in the back than the front.
It's like the reverse mullet. It's like
yes,
mean on every angle. It's not party business in the front, party in the back. It's just business all the time.
Fun enough. She frequently pairs with Mullet Man.
That's true.
So they're kind of like yin and yang. They kind of go together.
That's true. Well, this one
beautiful.
This one was definitely single, and I think she was trying to go to Greece as like a sex tourism thing. This is what I would imagine.
Is that a thing in Greece?
I don't think so. It's more of like
the Greeks are like, get away from me.
I feel like that's more of like
Italy has some of that.
Italy
right?
And Nigeria, they love going and
really?
Hooking up with some young thing, and then they exploit them for tons of money. It's
like Thailand, but for women.
Exactly. So anyway, this lady was yelling at the bartender at a hotel bar, literally like everyone was stopping and staring, and she was like, you should smile more. You should smile more. And she goes, in America?
No.
I swear. And we were all like, holy shit. She goes, in America, you work for tips, and we like interaction, okay? And you're really handsome. You are, but you would have made way more money if you just smiled at me. Can you smile at me? You're very attractive. And I was like, oh my God. And then so this other lady.
Was she blacked out? Like,
probably.
Please?
Yes, for sure.
That is not an excuse, but I'm like, we need something. We need some sort of.
I think she was blacked out, horny as fuck.
Oh,
she was like, why is this bartender not flirting with me? That is what
God.
I paid.
I apologize on her behalf. I'm so sorry, Greece.
I mean, we were just sitting there. We were like, we don't know them.
No,
we don't fucking know them.
No.
But this other guy brought her over to like some other seating area, and she was like, sorry, whatever, don't pay attention to him. And she was just like, he's an idiot. Do you hear me? You're an idiot. And all he did was just not like
to the bartender still.
The only thing that he did was just basically not flirt with her, which I guess is what she's used to in her small town in Alabama or whatever the fuck she comes from.
Oh no!
It was like,
oh no! It is actually, one of my favorite things is to be like at those hotel bars where you get to watch all the international tourists have to like pretend to be a fucking human being for 14 seconds. Like we did that in when we were in South Africa. We went to Quills. Did I tell you about Quills?
No.
My favorite restaurant in the world.
Okay.
Quills. It's at the Johannesburg International Airport. Did we dine there 3 times? We sure did.
That's ridiculous. On your honeymoon.
On my honeymoon, I went to Quills 3 different separate occasions, and I loved it. I really enjoyed my Quills experience. But we would sit at the bar because we were like cruising for just people to chat with.
Right.
we need a third. Just conversation buddy.
Anyone else? I have nothing to say to this person at this point. Like, honestly, you've already had a 10-year relationship, and now you're on a trip for like 3 weeks. You're like, I have exhausted everything.
At this point, my husband.
Oh my God.
What we need someone new in the mix.
We're just repeating stories from childhood. You're like,
yeah, we know.
You like fill in the blank. You're like, and then your mom did this, and then you were embarrassed and you pooped your pants on the playground or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah, no, I love you too, sweetheart. It's so romantic. So anyway, we were like hunting for fresh blood, like people to chat with. And we come across this man on one of our occasions where he had come fresh off the safari. He was one of those boomers who've never asked, like male, straight white guys who's never asked a question of another human being in their lives.
Okay.
Like extremely self-involved and just will monologue at you at length. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Where it's like, he didn't ask us anything about us the whole time. Oh no, he asked us one thing. Actually, he asked us one thing. He goes, where are you guys from? And I go, New York City. And he goes, And I go, greatest city in the world.
Dude,
he about lost his shit.
Where is he from?
Colorado or some bullshit. Fine, whatever. But he was one of those guys who like, I knew he hated New York City. I was 100% aware he did. Yep. I was like, let's see him. Let's rev him up. Let's get him going.
It's actually very funny. I find that happens to me quite often, actually, is when I tell people I'm from New York City and they like literally, they feel carte blanche to be like, how do you live in such a shitty, horrible place?
They hate it. And then I'm like, have you been? And they're like, no. No, I haven't been. I don't want to die.
I don't want to die in your disgusting subway.
I want to get murdered out of school like an American. And I say, okay, well.
All right, great.
It's my favorite. Definitely use that. Greatest city in the world and just like let them cook.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Matt and I afterwards were like, that was good. That was some good entertainment right there.
I actually one time took a shuttle from the Denver airport to one of those fucking...
There's nothing at the Denver airport, so you basically have to shuttle to literally anything.
And there was a guy from Colorado in there, and I had a similar interaction where I was like, oh, I'm visiting from New York City, and he was like, ugh. And we were just in this car, just me and him, for like 3 hours together.
And you're like, all right.
Yeah, and he was like, the people are awful, the prices are awful, pollution, this, that, the other. There's nothing to do there. It's like, there's nothing to do in New York City, nothing to do at all.
Nothing to do. And you're like, you should smile more.
And then we dropped him off at his McMansion in the middle of fucking Colorado.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I wonder if it's the same guy. That'd be so fun.
Maybe this guy was on I know a lot about him. He was going to photograph animals. But he's not like one of those iPhone photographers, like he's like a real photographer.
Great.
And he just followed this like guy on YouTube who's just scamming him out of money.
Good.
In order to, it was so, I miss that man. I genuinely enjoyed my conversation with him. It was like going to the zoo.
Yeah, it's interesting. You were continuing your safari, which is like a human
literally
safari.
Yeah, it was like, and this is a native like rural Coloradian
who's never or just has a very narrow worldview and not a good.
If you're from Colorado, obviously there's like a lot of lovely sections of Colorado with cool people, but there's also some not so cool people.
Very much true of, I guess, every place.
Pretty much. New York, too. New York City, for fucking sure. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll beat your ass.
Hey, whatever. You can come at me. I don't care for Colorado. How about that?
It is, I will say, if I could lodge a complaint, it's a little too dry. So if you guys could work on that.
It's a nosebleed situation.
I don't love how much lotion I have to use when I go there. So if you guys could think about fixing that up, that'd be really good.
The lotion bill. One thing that you guys do really well, though, is that I can have like one drink and be trashed.
Yeah, that's if you keep that, but less need for lotion. And then just give me a call when you figure that out, and I'll be back.
So we save the money in the drinking.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not much of a nature person, so I don't know if it's my.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna be a fit. That's not gonna be a fit. Okay, so you met inverse mullet lady.
Well, I didn't meet her. I saw her from afar. That was my safari. So I saw that woman yelling at that good-looking Greek bartender.
Perfect.
Yep. That was probably
really
the highlight
horrifying.
of the trip. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have been like, I guarantee you that lady would have lost her goddamn mind if you'd been like, greatest city in the world.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think she's one of these people too who like, this is the other thing is that I've seen a lot of people hating on Athens because they just, they have one vision in mind when they go to Greece. And to
be fair, I'm one of those people.
Yeah. I went
to Athens like for a work trip.
Oh,
so it was like far too much time in Athens. I was like,
yeah.
I gotta go.
No, I get that. I thought it was cool. I liked Athens, and then we also went to some islands or whatever. But I thought it was pretty good. But I'm used to living in like people are like, oh, it's crowded, it's this, it's that, whatever. I was like, not more crowded than I'm used to. So it was okay.
No, it was fine.
Yeah.
And then the islands are beautiful.
I did have on the way over there. This is crazy to me. I thought I had like a growth that was coming off of my eye, and I was like, why am I like growing these weird disgusting things? I thought that I had like this weird skin tag coming off of like underneath my eye right here. I had an ingrown eyelash. Can you believe? And then I popped it. It was disgusting.
Oh, that sounds so great.
And it was so satisfying.
Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. Like you're going to remember that for a while.
I'm going to think about it in my spare time for years.
Literally years. I had like whitehead or whatever in my ear
blackhead in
once.
your ear. Fuck yeah. Oh, those are so
and it was like a
satisfying.
Bead. Yep. I that was 15 years ago. And I'm still reminiscing on it. I'm still thinking about it.
Oh, it's so good. My friend Jess had one that was like legendary in high school because it was huge. And she went to the dermatologist and got it out, and everyone was like, "Let me see." And it was like a little like indented hole.
She brings it into show and tell.
Yeah, no, people were very interested. They were like, "Why didn't you have your mom video?"
No, but actually,
Yeah.
Man, an ingrown eyelash. That's fucked up.
That's a new one for me.
Very jealous. I'm very jealous.
I was so pissed because I was like, oh, I have to go to the fucking dermatologist or whatever and get this lanced. Well, not increase, but I was going to wait to come back. But I was like, I thought that I was going to have to get some like weird fucking skin tag lanced off of my eye. And no, I just had the most wonderful experience I've had in literally 5 years, probably.
You just had a little blessing.
I mean, truly, since the pandemic, that was the most fun I've ever had.
You're like, Van, giving birth to you. Nothing compared to this pimple.
Oh my God. Yeah. I have had several ingrown hairs that I think about.
Yeah.
Quite frequently. Okay. Well, anyway. All right. I think that's all I have on Greece. Should we get into some more fluffy things and we can talk about Taylor Swift and how she's not having a good week?
She's not having a good week.
She's probably having one of the worst weeks maybe of her career.
We haven't seen her admit weakness really yet.
No.
Or like kind of like she did that really passive aggressive video. If you're not 25-year-old woman to 34-year-old woman to 35-year-old woman.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, who's 34?
Yeah, hold on. Me for like 14 more seconds. But anyway, Taylor Swift released an album like a week ago or so at this point.
Yeah, maybe a week ago. And it has not been going well.
It's pretty bad.
It has not been going well. The reception, I think, pretty much universally, including a lot of her fans, which is crazy because her fans would like support her no matter what.
Right.
Are like, hey, this is not great.
This is a joke?
We're
wondering. Literally, that was one of the takes as people are like, no, she's like releasing the new album like soon. Actually, this is just like a funny, like a satire pre-album.
Oh my God. Could you imagine being her and being like, my album is so bad?
People think it's a bit.
And she had to do like a press conference. Like she literally went online or she did a video. Yeah. She had to be like, I understand. I have to explain how bad it is.
Oh, yeah. So she obviously did a ton of promotion in which before the album came out, she was like, this is the best work I've ever done.
Oh,
and everyone was like, oh, fantastic. We can't wait. We enjoy other of your work. If this is your best, this is going to be great. And she was working with Max Martin. He's responsible for bangers. And I will say, to his credit, he didn't do the work he did on this album is pretty good. Because there's certain ones of them that have been stuck in my head.
Oh, okay.
Like total earworms. And it's a very unique situation where I want to kill myself, but I'm also like, holy shit, these are some of the worst lyrics I've ever heard in my life. And it's not close. Like at one point she forces Ophelia into the wrong structure of the song. So she's like, it's supposed to be two syllables. What is it? Syllables. Yeah. Syllables. And she says it's three where it should be two. And I'm like, oh, you have to go listen. If we play a clip of it, I'm sure this entire podcast will get like we'll get dragged out by gunpoint and shot. I'm pretty sure from her legal team.
Yeah. I mean,
so bad.
In all transparency, I have not listened like beginning to end of this album, but I have seen clips and whatever. And I like,
let's be real. You don't need to do that.
No, I'm probably not going to do that. I also find it very interesting. Like, so allegedly she's taking shots at Charlie XCX. And I was like, who told her to do that?
That was the dumbest thing she could have done.
Who told her to do that? The fucking darling. Everybody's obsessed with her.
She's the coolest person in the world.
People love her. Just if you don't like her,
her and Lady Gaga are like neck and neck for being extremely the coolest right now.
Yeah, and I also think like I said this to you over chat because I'm not like up to date on Taylor Swift's things or whatever, but I saw the discourse. I was like, oh my God, everybody fucking hates this album, which I hadn't seen before. So I texted Laura and our friend Kelly, friend of the pod. She's been on the pod, and you guys have both been fans of Taylor, so I was like, is it really that bad? Or
no, it's really bad.
Yeah, but I also like wonder if like people are kind of frothing at the mouth to just be mean to her because she's finally in a place that she's happy and she's like engaged and all that.
To her credit, I bet there's both things happening.
Yeah,
I don't think this was PR wise a good position for her to be in. Like to release an album, just like with the way the world works, people were there. We want a reason to hate her right now.
I know.
She's got everything. She's broken all the records. She's she's got the man. She does look like shit.
She looks
I feel
awful.
bad like judging a woman for all that because
What's
Lord
going
knows
on?
I don't want that ire turned on me. However, she has all the money, and I've just watched so many beautiful facelifts happen in Hollywood recently where it's confused. I'm like, why is Kris Jenner getting better work than Taylor Swift right now?
Right.
What's up with that?
Dude.
Because Kris Jenner looks like Kim. It's kind of getting weird.
It's crazy.
She looks amazing. She looks great.
She looks fantastic.
She looks fucking awesome.
Why
does Taylor Swift look considerably older than Kris Jenner? I don't understand. Taylor,
Dude,
come on.
Also, whoever Taylor Swift's stylist is right now, fired. You got to get fired because you look like a pageant little girl. What are these dress choices?
To her credit, in a weird way, that's her thing.
True,
at this stage, she has had such bad style for so many decades that it's like, let her fucking cook. You know, like that's like her weird calling card.
Yeah.
But you don't need to like look overfilled at the same time. Wear your weird ass clothes, I guess. I mean, like everybody has a way you remember them, and it's part of her look.
Oh,
it's the blonde hair, red lip, crazy outfit.
Yeah.
All of it together.
The outfit, oh my God, so bad.
It's pretty bad.
So did you see her? She had a appearance on the Graham Norton show. It's a UK-based show.
Oh,
did you see this?
I heard about this, but I didn't see it.
I will show you something that's kind of interesting. So they sat her next to Cillian Murphy, which was diabolical because he famously is like wildly unimpressed by everything. Okay, so
yeah, that's so funny. That's very British of them.
I know.
Yeah, I was told I wasn't allowed to talk about it. What? Fuck it, yeah, it's coming out.
She's so mad.
And it's coming out later in the year.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Did you see her mouth thank you to the host? Watch it in slow-mo and you will see.
Very much. There's two.
What a snake. Did you see that? Taylor's team.
Okay,
That's so funny.
To surmise what's going on here, they're all on a panel, and she had just spent a long time talking about her album. Allegedly, they played it for the viewers, and nothing was playing in the studio, so they all just sat there silently. And then at the end, they were like, "That was so good."
So they played. They
played part of her songs.
Okay.
So now
why didn't they play it in the studio?
I have absolutely no idea. So then the other guy that just talked, Louis Capaldi, he was he's also promoting an album, but then the host of the show is like, "Hey, I heard you're also promoting an album," and he was like, "I was told I wasn't supposed to talk about it." And then Taylor's like, "By who?" And everyone's alleging that she's now feigning innocence, but her team told them not to talk about it on there. And then she turns to the host after like other people are talking and says, "Thanks." But I don't know. I'm like, that is what she said, but it feels like she's too smart to do that in front of everybody.
I doubt the thanks was like fucking with him.
I
think she was genuinely like, they probably had done something with maybe she was like referring like to the audio being weird or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of like, "Oh, now you threw me under the bus." People are saying that she was like, "Now you threw me under the bus. I look like I told him not to talk about the album."
Oh.
So that's the sentiment. But I've also seen other TikToks where people are like, she had just said, "That's amazing," and someone else said, "That's amazing," and that she said jinx instead of thanks, which makes more sense because she's not an idiot. That makes her look like a monster.
No. That's
turning and going, "Thanks." Like, you have fucking cameras on you.
Yeah, she's not dumb. Like, she's been in the game for a minute. She's not gonna. But that's tough. That if she said jinx,
I know she's probably like, "God damn it, are you serious?" But that guy.
But I do believe that that at least her team, she didn't do anything directly. Let's be so for real. I don't think she's chatting with them ahead of time. But I'm sure her team is like, we are not going to use her appearance to promote another person's album.
True.
Like, we're not.
And that guy is universally loved. That guy is the best guy ever. I forget what song he had. Shit. It was like a song like 5 years ago, and he blew up. It got huge, and he suffers from Tourette's syndrome, and so he was like spiraling mentally, took a break from the business, and now he's back.
Oh wow.
And everybody loves him. Yeah, so I think like the combination of her,
that's tough. That's very authentic too.
Yeah, and she has a reputation for obviously squashing lower artists.
Yep.
And suppressing them and all this, and then so to do it to that guy or allegedly do it to that guy, people are really sinking their teeth into
that is difficult. And I would say it's weird because if you before this album were like, oh, she like squashes lower artists, I'd be like, well, she has like put on a lot of artists like Sabrina Carpenter and stuff like that, and she's like had people opening up for her. Granted, she needs to have openers, so it's not like she's out here like
she seems to always have a
saint.
She seems to always have a beef with them afterwards also.
Yeah, it definitely. And you know what, maybe it's a PR strategy because it is so fun to talk about. It's so fun, these like girly pops fighting with each other.
It's true. And also Charlie XCX always has random beefs with people, so maybe they were kind of in cahoots with it.
I promise you. So they were saying like Charlie XCX called her boring Barbie, was talking shit about her behind her back to like her boyfriend's friend or
her ex-boyfriend and Charlie XCX's husband. Why do I know this?
Yeah.
They're in a band together, so they Yeah, so I think that Charlie XCX's song where she's like, don't want to see you backstage at my boyfriend's show. Yeah. Taylor thought that was about her.
And
so this
I'm
is
sure it was.
Yeah.
I will say I'm not defending Taylor, but I'm like, I promise you Charlie was talking shit, and that's hilarious. Like, of course she was.
Yeah.
Of fucking course she was. She's Charlie XCX. She's so like
she does talk shit.
She's It's
like being like Azalea Banks said what?
Yeah, exactly. She's also very open about the fact, like one of the songs that Taylor was referencing is oh my god, what's the name of it? It doesn't really matter. You can go fucking look it up if you care enough.
Something romantic.
Yeah, maybe. But either way, she's talking about being really insecure in the music biz and like making up with an artist. The one she did with I think it was like Lord,
yeah.
What was the kind of that?
It was like work it out on the remix. Yeah. You walk like a bitch.
Work it out on the remix.
Exactly.
It's a great song. I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, in that song, she's literally discussing specifically like the weird jealousies that come up as you're being used as currency in like the news cycle pop culture world that they've been in for 15, 20 years now at this point. Charlie's been around for a very long time.
True.
And has had a very different coming to fame path than Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she's talked shit about her. But then Taylor should have had the good sense to be like, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Because I have negative to gain on this. I only look like a bully.
Yes.
From Charlie, it's like cute and she's recognizing her own personal growth and her issues with it. With Taylor, she was just like, fuck you. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Really fun when people like Azalea Banks do songs like that because you're like, you're batshit. But from Taylor, you're like, all right, like, let's pull it together.
Right. And like, I mean, what a stupid PR move because like Charlie XCX could like murder someone right now.
Oh,
everyone's
I
obsessed
wouldn't
with
care.
her. No,
I wouldn't.
I'd be like, well,
that's so Charlie.
It's performance art. You guys don't get it.
Very Charlie of her. Good for her. What we can say was offensive in every way, and there's no potential explanation behind it. Is the song "Wood"?
Ew. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, Taylor. We're done.
Yeah, that's just not who you are. Like, you're trying to be the Sabrina Carpenter tongue-in-cheek sexy thing. And you're
disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever hear that from you again.
You know what, honestly?
Ever.
She's not beating the lesbian allegations with that. Because that was very, like... that's very, like, lesbian trying to act like she is straight sex.
It was so gross. Mm-hmm. At one point, she was talking about the new heights of his dick, which is his podcast name.
Okay, that is so marketing and gross, and I hate that.
It makes me so dry. It's unbelievable.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Wow, that is really, really kills any sort of romance. That is not actually romantic.
No, it's not romantic.
Another song of hers that was bad.
I also saw on TikTok, because apparently this is just what my algorithm has been serving me. But
literally hostages are being released, and it's like, would you like to see? Would you like to see another Taylor Swift video?
And I'm like, I guess
I would.
Sure.
Wow, you know me, and I hate that.
But there's this really nice venue in Rhode Island that apparently called a bride and was like, I have a exclusive guest, can't tell you who it is, but they will pay for your wedding if you move the date. So I think people are surmising it's them, which is good for the person. They'd be like, fucking amazing. I get a free wedding. All I have to do is just change this date.
done.
Done and done.
Hopefully it's like far enough out though.
Yeah. So last
But
thing I have to
even still-
say about this is I think it was in the summer. It's fine.
I have a comment on that too.
Okay. Please.
Well, maybe it's what you're gonna say. You say your thing first, but then remind me if I don't.
No. It's about something different. So go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you see? And this hasn't been verified, but I've seen it on the internet. So like, let's just fucking ride with it.
Yeah. This is an internet show. Whatever.
This is an internet show. So if this isn't true, don't sue me for libel, Taylor Swift's team. But apparently they were sending out the signed copies of her CD or whatever.
Okay.
Do we even do CDs anymore?
Album?
Record? Whatever.
Yeah, who cares?
Little digital MP3 player. And Travis Kelsey had also signed them.
Shut up. That
Yep.
makes me want to die.
That makes me want to die as well.
What?
Play the song Wood and then kill myself.
How would
for the
he
15th
how
time.
would he ever think that was a good idea? Speaking of, actually, that's a really good segue into this. She had in my opinion, disastrous appearance on Fallon. I don't know if you saw
And
this
then
or not.
she was on Kimmel too, right?
Or
something?
Maybe.
I think she was on some other show because Mikey went.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he saw her
in person with her.
in
bad.
person with this.
So here she is, and
Oh.
he asked her why she's not.
Oh, she looks pretty
playing
good in this one.
The Super Bowl.
Oh yes, I
Hold
did
on,
see.
let's play it.
We're always able to like tell him the truth, which is that like I am in love with a guy who does that sport on that actual field. Like that is violent chess. That is gladiators without swords. That is dangerous. I am the whole season I am locked in on what that man is doing on the field. Can you imagine if like he's out there every single week, like putting his life on the line, doing this very dangerous, very high pressure, high intensity sport. And I'm like, I wonder what my choreo should be.
He's like, oh my gosh, honey, let me have
So
one
I
thing.
hate that she's all of a sudden dumbing herself down
I
like
hate-
this.
Also,
like what was
he's
that?
not gonna die.
He might
Yeah,
get CTE and
he
kill
might get
you.
CTE.
By the way, he's gonna fucking kill you.
I don't know, Taylor. Let's talk about it. You want
Yeah.
to talk about putting your life on the line? You're putting your life on the line.
Maybe
right
your
now.
life is on the line. You ever
Sweetheart.
consider that?
Think about that.
She like the way that all of a sudden she's dumbing down a Super Bowl performance to be like, oh, what about my choreography? Like it's not as important as what he does. I'm like, where is this coming from? This has not been your energy.
This has not been the deal at all.
No.
Also, like I've went to the Eras tour. Her performance there was like a professional athlete's.
Right. So it's
Like,
very
she was
interesting.
Sprinting around on stage I was simply
Oh, shit,
standing there.
sorry.
Get out of here, Joe Rogan. I was just physically standing in sneakers the entire 3 hours or whatever. And by the end of it, I was like, I'm exhausted.
Yeah. 3 hours
3
of
hours.
dancing. I
Yeah.
mean,
and she's sprinting around in heels and stuff.
but even if it
singing.
weren't, like, allegedly she's creating art, I think that's up for debate with the latest album, but allegedly she's creating art, and, like, one might say that's more important to, like, the cultural
Oh, for sure.
zeitgeist than being a football player in a sport that, by the way, like, I don't know, should exist anymore because people are fucking getting CTE and murdering their entire families. So it's just like, it was such a strange departure from what the strong woman image that we've seen for many years.
That was part of the reason we were supporting her in the
Exactly.
first place. It was like, look at, like, she's made a mark on the culture
Yeah.
there, and she's definitely doing it herself. She's built this machine around her.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she had her dad like helping her, but like even still,
Yeah.
unbelievable what she
No,
was
of
able to
course.
accomplish with all of that. And then now he's coming along, and all of a sudden she's like discounting all of her own accomplishments, and like
Weird.
it's trying to pretend like his is more important.
Right.
And I can understand being like, oh,
Supportive and being like,
I don't want
wanna
to
do-
take away from him
Yeah.
having the spotlight.
That would make
That-
sense.
Is probably the real reason.
Yeah, exactly.
If we're being so fucking for real. Like,
this is his thing. I have a million other things, and I don't want people talking about me when it's his. And also, by the way, why do we know that he's going to be?
first of all,
in
he's
the
definitely
Super
not.
Bowl?
I don't think they're very good this year.
I have no.
That would
idea.
also be kind of awkward. She's just doing the Super Bowl, and he's like in the stands. Oh, I bet he would not like that.
No.
And actually, you know what? I can kind of understand it.
Yeah. Do you think they'll actually get married? I feel like right now I genuinely,
Oh, yeah.
she's got such bad PR right now that she might be considering not marrying him so that like she can be the underdog once again.
Yeah. Her art
Because that's
would be
how she works.
I will say, she probably put out a banger of an album if they didn't get married.
That's true.
Probably actually be pretty good.
But like
coming from a real place.
I've also seen, and we made this point, I think last week or sometime that we talked about it, where I was like, nobody likes Blake Lively, whatever. But at the same time,
is another point.
It's really shitty that she dropped her like a hot potato specifically because it was unpopular to like her.
She has a song. I don't know how familiar you are with this album. Did you listen to the song Cancelled?
I like my friends canceled or whatever. Yeah.
Literally, that's one of the lines in the song. She's like, "Good thing I like my friends canceled." No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You fucking
literally just ditched. You're the godmother to her children.
Yeah.
And you were like, "I'm out of here." The second she had an issue.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're lying. You don't stand by your people at all.
At all.
In fact, like, I mean, it feels like there's a lot of turnover in your life, babe. Besides Selena Gomez, a lot of turnover. And Selena Gomez, also a shitty friend. She like hates the lady who gave her a kidney or whatever, didn't invite her to her wedding.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Crazy.
That lady's like, this is a raw deal.
Yeah, right? This is insane. So anyway, that's all I have on that. Other than also to say those voice memos she's been putting out as part of the promo or whatever.
Oh, I've seen reference to these.
Babe.
I actually haven't heard any of them yet.
Basically, they're just really cringe and embarrassing, and she sounds off tune. It's not good. She's not going to beat the bad singer allegations either.
No, that's tough.
Anyway,
That's tough.
I'm interested to see how she'll pull it out and turn this around because she will, because, you know.
She just has time on her side. She has enough time to like, it might take her a little while, but she absolutely will have a comeback story because I want to hear it. And that's why the PR machine will develop this one way or the other, because you and I are going to be like, let's click in. You know what I mean? Like if
I'm not even going to click it, it's just going to be served to me.
It's going to be
great.
forced to me while like Nepal is overturning their government. And then my algorithm is like, don't look over there. Why are you looking at that? Focus up, Taylor Swift.
Why are you watching this child bride screaming and crying as they're putting her on a horse to drive away in Nepal? You should actually be focusing on Taylor.
Travis Kelsey has a big dick. Focus. Focus up. Oh, yeah.
Imagine if he has like a comically small dick and this is just her
really
overcompensating.
Feels like
it really feels
might.
like maybe. Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
that she's never even seen his dick. That's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah. She's like, who is Travis Kelsey?
Seems like a nice guy.
Seems like a nice guy. People keep bringing him up.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, continue. What's your story?
Okay. Well, my story is extremely different.
Okay.
I am talking about the state of Mississippi's literacy rates. Specifically, when I was in Minnesota, Minneapolis, like a week ago or whatever, at Acme, great shows if you were there. And I saw a billboard outside that I was like, yo, what the fuck is this about? And it says, Minnesota nice, Mississippi smarter. Let's teach kids to read. No more excuses, Minnesota.com. I go, what are you fucking talking about? Apparently, Mississippi, famous for being dumb. Sorry if you live in Mississippi, but it was your thing.
Well,
for
illiterate anyway. Poor education system.
Yeah, like uneducated. We'll go back with that.
Okay.
But like quite literally, they were like 49th on
who was
the rankings.
50th?
You know what? It took me so long to figure this out, which was wild because
there should be a list.
There is a list, but it was like hidden in the Google results. You know who found it for me? ChatGPT.
What'd they say?
They said New Mexico.
Really?
New Mexico's worse.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, but this was in 2013. So back in 2013, they have these like annual report cards basically on the country where they rank people on math, science, like all the different like standardized testing that you do. Literacy being one of them. And for fourth graders, they were 49th. They were actually tied for 48th with Alaska or something.
Okay.
In literacy. And at that point, Mississippi decides enough is enough. And the governor puts through
Can't
this.
be letting Alaskans
We cannot let these. We cannot be tied with a moose. This is getting goddamn ridiculous. So they passed the Literacy-Based Promotion Act, and now, 13 years later, 12 years later, they are now 9th.
Wow.
For literacy.
Quite the jump.
Quite the jump. In fact, they are ahead of New York.
What?
So that's really something to think about.
Damn.
New York. We should put some billboards up because honestly, knowing that, I'm like, oh.
Who's number one?
That's tough. Massachusetts.
Fuck
Or
yeah.
Massachusetts was in one of these.
Okay,
They're
hell
pretty
yeah.
high, but like
Yeah.
I think New Hampshire might have been number one in the 2024 ones. But like
Yeah.
it's a lot of New England states. I don't know.
That is so
Sorry,
crazy. Like,
folks.
how do you just not learn to read? It's really insane.
Well, and that was the thing is that like back then, this all really started or like there was a lot of issues with education systems forever, but in 2002 or 3 was when No Child Left Behind
Oh, yeah.
what came out from good old Bush. That guy
What
was
was
like,
that again? What was
listen, I am so sick of my kids not being able to get through these schools. No child left behind.
What's it mean?
So basically it means that if you don't have enough of your kids graduating and from like the various levels, your school will lose funding. Will get their funding slashed.
So people were just like passing people through.
Exactly. It was one of those things where George Bush, great guy to get a beer with, not really like a strategic thinker.
Yeah. It sounds great where it's like we want more kids graduating. Yes. But like
But if you don't, then we're going to take all your money, which ironically would probably help your kids to graduate.
yeah.
So it was basically like kind of like a tough love approach where they were like, you got to get your shit together. If we hit them with a stick of not having the funding, they're going to like they're going to, of course, make their children all like get through. We understand how you can think about this for 4 seconds, be like,
Right.
oh, they're just going to pass the kids.
Right.
And they had like standardized testing that you needed to go through in order to do the graduation, but through like the years they were able to figure out like loopholes and ways to just teach for the test and stuff like that was able to get them around that, and these kids ended up literally not knowing how to read.
Wow.
And going through the various like the grades and not being held behind, and then as a result they would become full-grown adults and they just wouldn't know how to read, and that's why Mississippi was struggling immensely with that. And frankly, I think like you can kind of see that like right now economically they're the poorest state.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't have a lot of those resources. So this Literacy-Based Promotion Act changed things around, and basically it focused on the teachers needing to go through recertification programs and having a lot of like incentive-based structures and being able to hold the kids back if they didn't get through. So then instead of like the children like being like forced through, you know, and then feeling bad because they didn't want to separate them from their friends, they'd be like, if you don't pass these tests, like you're getting held back, and like we're not going to be punished for you being held back.
Okay.
Like it's based on you and like needing to get through there.
Yeah.
And it worked. They did a ton. They also gave, if you were held back, you were put into additional catch-up programs where they had like some like private charter school funds that you could use, or like tutoring and stuff like that. So it helped get them back up into there. And as a result, now they're 9th. Which is
That's
incredible.
Amazing. Yeah. I mean, the kids got to learn to read. They have to learn to read.
Yeah.
It just kind of is what it is.
I mean, it's pretty crazy because like, unfortunately, they're still like the poorest place. Their per capita income is below 50 grand. And it spends less on public schools than all but 3 states, which is interesting because it's not just a matter of like they gave them a shit ton more money.
Yeah.
They gave them more money in like a very strategic way in which the kids like
are incentivized. And...
Yeah. Or like, the parents are also in on it. They also increased alerting to the parents, where beforehand they like didn't tell parents when issues were coming up. Like if they if they were deficient on their reading, they wouldn't like give them a notice.
Why?
But now they're like, yo, Tom can't read, and if he can't read in June, he's not going to 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Think about that. Do you want to continue to do 4th grade pickup, or would you like to move on to 5th grade pickup?
Right.
So
it is actually really sad. My sister teaches 4th grade, and she was telling me that she has a student this year who like straight up can't fucking read, and he just like keeps getting passed through. And she's like, it's the saddest thing in the world, because I have like some exercise where like every Monday I ask the kids like, what'd you do this weekend? And kids will be like, I went to the park, or I did this, I saw my cousins, or whatever. And he'll literally draw a picture of him in front of YouTube.
Oh.
And my sister's like, what the fuck is going on in this house?
It's
like,
so sad.
see, it feels like they just like lock him in his room with YouTube, and like this kid can't fucking, it's just so sad.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
So Massachusetts still has the passing through element, but they have so much funding, and there's just more focus generally from the community on being able to be good educationally, so they don't have as many issues with that. But this program was actually put forward. Who is this lady? I can't find her name. Fuck. But the superintendent, who I think it was like Tracy or something like that, who was responsible for enacting this program, has now moved back to, I think it was Maryland, or she's putting that program in place in Maryland as well.
Nice.
And Arkansas is also adopting elements of it. So I think it's getting a lot of publicity. You'll probably see articles on this now. I found it on Reddit as well. I saw the billboard. Like, I was like, I'm not like over here just like, how is Mississippi's literacy? I don't even have kids. But it's getting a lot of publicity, and hopefully that'll actually, you know, we really could use all the wins we can get, considering we're like getting rid of the Department of Education.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta know how to read. Just kind of the way it goes, you know.
It's gonna be really tough to go against AI if you cannot read. Her name is Carrie Wright. Found her name.
Okay.
She looks like a Karen, say that. But Karens are effective at some things.
They are very effective. No, she looks nice. Yeah. Anyway.
She's back in Maryland.
Man. Yeah. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck to the students in fucking
Maryland and Mississippi, and now are in whatever
Arkansas
and Massachusetts.
What a weird place.
Yeah, weirdly has Fayetteville slaps.
Really?
Slaps.
Huh.
Awesome.
Okay.
I did a show there. Or a couple shows there. So fun.
Wow.
It's where the Walmart headquarters is, so they have
nice.
So much money.
Great.
The northwest of Arkansas, pretty cute.
All right.
The rest of it probably not less so. I still wouldn't like want to live there, but I was like, I had a good time.
Yeah, okay. Well, one day I hope to go.
You'd have a great time.
Yeah.
They have Crystal Bridges. I think that's what it's called. It's this art museum that is quite literally like better than MoMA.
Goddamn.
They like have a bunch of exhibits that they've taken from New York and stuff, because the Waltons just keep buying all this like insane art, and it's free.
What?
It's this huge free museum. It's really good.
It's
really, really good. I went.
Field trip to fucking
girl. I'm like,
Fayetteville,
bachelorette party.
Bachelorette party. That'd be the funniest bachelorette party.
It really would.
We'd be like, what are you fucking talking?
Yeah,
We're
we're going to
Fayetteville?
Crystal Bridges. It was awesome. Shows were great. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about this very funny couple that I thought this was a bit, and I sent it to my friends Vince and Jordan, and I said, could you imagine if this was real? LOL. And they sent back to me, it is real, with a Google link. And so basically, that is to say that Justin Trudeau, the former PM of Canada, is now dating Katy Perry.
I did see this, and I also did. I thought that they were just like seated next to each other at a dinner or something.
No,
they're like dating.
They're canoodling on a yacht. They were seen canoodling on a yacht in California. So
that is a dating pose right there.
They
better be dating. I'll tell you that.
They are,
because he is hugging her
dating
from behind.
I mean, they're very good looking. Do you know what it is? They're actually a perfect couple because they're both good looking, like mechanically. Like you would look at them and be like, yes, good looking face. But then once they're talking, you're like, no, never mind. They have like all of the
elements,
accoutrements to be attractive.
Yes, everything is structured correctly.
Everything is structured.
But I kind of love that.
Yeah,
that's
also
good
for them.
Extremely funny. Like, what could they possibly be talking about?
I don't know.
She's like, space is just like Canada, actually. There's not a lot going on.
It's like above us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I went up to Canada. I went to space.
Maybe she's like this brilliant political person. I don't fucking know.
I don't think so.
It's also
after
funny.
hearing her interviews after she went to space, I was like, oh, fuck, there's not much going on up there.
It is actually really funny that she was famously married to Russell Brand for a long time, who's like, he's like super, super right wing. And now she's with Justin Trudeau. It's like,
yeah, it is wild.
Yeah, maybe I'm like, girl, you don't know who you are, what you like, and what's going on.
Right. I don't think she's talking to these men.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of quiet time.
That's true.
She's like, do you want me to sing you another song? And they're like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. When did she date Russell Brand?
Like probably like
before
12 years ago.
Before he
swerved.
Before he went.
At least publicly. I don't know
Yeah.
how he was privately, but
That's true.
before he was talking about politics for sure.
Okay.
Um,
Doesn't he have a cult? Isn't that him? That
a
has
cult? No, I think you're thinking of Jared Leto.
I am thinking of Jared Leto.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, common mix.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So I mean, you know what? Girls got range.
Girl has got range.
Girls got range. So
Damn.
fucking funny.
Well, good for them. I hope they get married.
Yeah. I think I wonder if she's calling Taylor Swift right now and be like, hey, I know that we famously had a beef because literally you beef with everyone and so does every pop star, I guess. But if you want advice on how to get through the worst fucking week of your entire life.
Redemption arc.
Yeah.
Also, they should collab.
Because
this is the kind of exact thing where I'd be like, I'm in.
I'm like, these people are so lame and out that I'm back in on them.
It's ironic.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Them and J-Lo should get in the mix.
Amazing. Oh, J-Lo had a oh my God. Did you see that she's now dating Ben again?
Yes, I did see this. Are they actually dating, or once again were they just seen at the same event because they're both celebrities?
They went to an event together.
They attended together.
They attended together.
Good for them.
I mean, it's so funny.
Honestly, that makes me happy.
Me too. I saw a comment.
Never change.
Somebody goes, this relationship is the most consistent thing in my life right
No,
now.
like exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I'm like, all right, we're still in the game. There's still
That's
hope
true.
for America.
It's so fucking
Once
funny.
they fully break up, that will not be good. They're in a good place, but there's no romantic reunion. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't buy it.
She's very pretty.
She is very pretty. She looks great.
Her, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, and then Blake Lively. Comeback tour. Victoria's Secret Angels. I'm in.
Let's do
Let's
it.
bring it back to like 2007 or whenever
Amazing.
that was.
Love it.
Turn it back around.
Great.
With like Anna Delvey or something like that.
Anna Delvey. Oh my God. So my next story is that's all I have on that.
Okay.
I wish them well.
Yeah, good luck to them.
Kanye West is running for president officially in 2028. So I'm sure that will be insane. And he'll probably get like 1% of the votes and it will fuck up whatever the hell the real candidates are.
It's going to do
It's
just
Jill
enough.
Stein. He's going to be Jill Stein.
I know. Jill Stein.
Jill Stein just shows up every 4 years.
I think she's like a Russian bot or
I
something.
don't even know what she looks like, actually.
I have no idea what she looks like, but I do know if you voted for Jill Stein, take a goddamn lap for a second. I don't want to fucking hear it.
I think she gets like a pretty considerable amount of votes too. I mean,
it's just meant to screw up the elections and like ruin it for usually in favor of the Republicans. So I'm pretty sure she's funded by Russia. I'm not kidding.
No, yeah, no. I mean, it would make sense. She's an agent of chaos for sure. Jill Stein.
Fucking Jill Stein.
She's fucking crazy. Why does she do this?
Because
she's
she's
being paid
funded by President Putin.
I've never heard her
Green
speak.
Party.
I've never heard of anything.
Because the whole point was that she was like the far left, right?
Right. Yes, I think so.
And like the whole thing was like, you can't endorse Kamala. She's a like genocide. Like, literally, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it from you. Like, this is Jill Stein out there protesting right now?
Probably.
I don't think she is. I would respect her a hell. If Bernie Sanders, I'm like, this is an authentic. This is like this guy.
He's based. He's always thought this.
Exactly.
He's thought the same
Gen Z
thing.
slang.
Yeah.
He is based.
He does not waver in his beliefs, and that's why he's been like ridiculously ineffective. But it's you got to give him credit. He's had the same fucking beliefs for 20 years. He has not changed
The
at
man
all.
is like, this is who I am. Would you like to be a part of my party?
Right.
Of my group.
That's it.
Jill Stein. Yeah. No.
I don't know if she's wavered in her beliefs either, but she's insane. So anyway, God bless Jill Stein. But yeah, I guess Kanye West is the new Jill Stein.
Why?
And I just feel like he's promising his he's like I'm going to run on the campaign of world peace. I'm like, okay, well, what does that look like for Kanye? It means no Jewish people, probably.
It means no Jewish people. World peace makes me real nervous when he's like, we're going to really shift things around, make everyone quiet down, be peaceful.
He's a fucking lunatic.
No, I mean, he's truly.
Could you imagine being Kim
crazy.
Kardashian and being like, I have 3-4 children with this man.
I feel truly bad for her.
Yeah. Like, you have to co-parent with this guy, and also your kids are half of him. I would be so nervous as every like weird thing they say. I'd be like, do they have schizophrenia? Like, are they bipolar?
Yeah, those kids better be in therapy already for so many reasons.
Yeah, for so many reasons.
For
every reason.
Ironically, their mother's famous sex tape, 15th on the list.
Yeah.
It doesn't even rank in the top 5 of reasons those kids need to be in therapy.
No.
You know? No problem for them.
Yeah.
They were like, yes, whatever. She made her money.
Yeah.
Okay. What about it?
You're just
jealous. I watched my
jealous.
mom get railed on this
You're
weird.
Jealous. Oh my God. Wait, speaking of, Ray J, who is the man in that video, he is now coming out and like basically saying that the Kardashians are running some weird sex thing or whatever, and he's trying to sue them now or something.
Huh.
There's some like big
Like
allegations
they're like an
coming
Epstein
out
type deal.
Yeah, and I mean maybe, I don't know, because here's the thing, like
maybe a very localized one in which Kim Kardashian had the sex tape made her famous.
Yeah, I mean, Mark was bringing this up to me, so he's like, I saw something about it, whatever. I don't remember like tons of the details or whatever. And he was like, he's probably just trying to stay relevant. And I was like, yeah, but we didn't believe. I mean, I believed, but like the general population was like, oh, Cassie's probably exaggerating, whatever. And like,
right,
she turned out to be telling the fucking truth.
I know, but he like barely got any prison time. You saw? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, you only got 4 years. I actually don't think we talked about it, but it was like, what the fuck?
It's crazy.
I mean,
we
that
have a
video
literal
alone.
video. I'm like,
He almost killed her. That's like attempted murder.
In public. Like, what was happening behind doors?
I don't know. It's so sad. We did that whole episode on it. If you guys want to take a listen, it's a dark one, but it was really crazy because
that was a really dark one.
You see like the headlines and you're like, oh, like, you know, baby oil and da-da-da, whatever. We went into like detail on the allegations
how
and
he probably had his, what was that lady's name? Kim
Porter. Yeah.
Kim Porter
he probably
killed?
murdered Kim Porter. And by probably, I mean, definitely.
Definitely. Yeah. I watched lots of sketchy YouTube videos about it, folks. So probably true.
It's definitely true. If you watch a YouTube video about it, that's how you know it's true.
Yeah. Well, this is a really good segue. Did you have anything else to say about that?
Nope, that's it. That's
because Diddy is a very good segue for my favorite, no, not my favorite, Eric Adams.
Yes.
And I say this because Eric Adams, at one point gave Diddy the keys to New York City.
I remember this, yeah.
Yes, so they're buds. But anyway, he has dropped out of the mayoral election for New York City. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure he's going to still appear on the ballot because I think he dropped out too late.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's confusing to everybody.
Yeah.
When are we supposed to vote for that? Did I already
It's pretty
miss
soon.
It? Yeah.
I think it's in like 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
It's coming up. So Zoran's probably going to win, which,
yeah.
Yay. Well, can't be worse than Eric Adams. Tell you that. Because Eric he is a really corrupt motherfucker. Every time I learn things about him, and I'm usually like, they're being forced on me. It's kind of like a Taylor Swift situation. I'm like, damn, he's corrupt. Like, wow, that is not good. But anyway, his ex-girlfriend, Jasmine Ray, just released a memoir in which she talks about how their relationship went back in 2016.
Oh, boy.
And he went ahead and endorsed it.
Okay.
Which is, yeah, I know. When
Wait, is
you
it
think
bad?
he's going to go right and he went left. Kind of. Like, it's very interesting because he was like, it's a great, here, I actually have the real quote. He said, Jan has always led with integrity. Writing this book wasn't easy, but she wanted people to understand the work, the mission, and the human hot side behind the headlines. I respect her for that, and I enjoyed reading it. I hope all will read the book.
All right, it can't be that bad then.
Well, so like to put a little context behind this, when he says like behind her work, Jasmine Ray was the first ever sports czar, $160,000 a year position that Adams appointed.
Okay, so it's like new.
Yes, and this was back when he was like somehow working within the city and had the ability to do this. And I don't think she's very qualified for this position, as far as I'm aware. Don't fucking come at me. But I can also say that his current longtime girlfriend, Tracy Collins, who's been dating since I think he broke up with Jazz, currently serves as a senior advisor in the city's Department of Education, a position she allegedly hasn't shown up to in nearly a year. according to complaints filed by other employees
Love it.
at the Department of Education.
Absolutely love it.
Talk about working remote.
Yeah.
That lady was like, I'm going to work remote from a yacht.
It's basically a mob job, where they just like a no-show job.
It is. She gets paid $221,000 annually.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good for a job that you haven't gone to in a year.
It's not bad.
And she
Free
joined
money.
Eric Adams on $45,000 worth of luxury trips during his time as mayor,
Okay.
where they went to like the Philippines and stuff like that.
Wow.
First class, all on literally our money, literally the taxpayers' dollars.
He's he's like shameless. He really is.
It's so open.
Yeah.
Like usually the politicians have like a layer,
right.
like one layer so that we don't see the corruption as clearly. It's there.
Yeah.
It's absolutely there. But in his case, he was like sports czar out in the open.
I feel like he probably just makes so much money off of the corruption that like hearing that figure 45,000, he's like, well, who's gonna give a shit about this?
Yeah, you guys care?
Yeah,
Really?
it's like when he took all that money from like Turkish Airlines or something like that.
Yep.
And it was like $10,000. He was like, they noticed that?
No, he was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
They actually, they wrote that down? Huh. But what was interesting is, so he did this tweet or whatever supporting the book and being like, oh, good job, Jazz. And then the next day he was at some sort of press rally and a reporter was asking him about it. And he lashed out at the reporter who was asking him about like having had sex like at one of the offices. And he goes, some of you have been covering me for 3.5 years. Some of you are so sick and dark, and you're the leader of that. You are one of the most dark writers I've ever seen in the city. He was accusing him of over-sexualizing a black man.
Okay.
Because he was saying that there was sexual action in Borough Hall.
All right.
And he goes, that was not in the book, but that's typical of the sickness and the darkness of your sick mind. You're one of the sickest reporters I know. He was pissed.
Yeah.
He was big mad. Now, like, what's hilarious is you can go to the book and find the part where he's talking about, in the book called Political Humanity, in one of the portions, she says that, here's the quote, he didn't ask, he didn't explain, he just looked at me, and in that look, I knew he made up his mind. He closed the distance like a man stepping into something he couldn't walk back from. And then he said, fuck it. After we crossed the line, the love and the fun only intensified, referencing them fucking at an office in Borough Hall.
Truly, that was hot.
That's not bad writing.
Pretty good smut.
Pretty good smut about the current New York City mayor, Eric Adams.
Well, mayors have to get laid too, I guess. What are you going to do?
But like, why did he freak out on this reporter? Because yes, that is smut.
Yeah, I don't
about
know.
you, Eric, in this book that we can go purchase.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. He's gaslighting like crazy. Or he's trying to deflect or whatever, but.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like he had a healthy relationship, minus you shouldn't be fucking in Borough Hall.
Yeah.
Gross.
Well, I mean, at this rate with politicians and powerful people, I'm like, as long as they're not fucking kids, I'm happy. As long as he wasn't fucking a kid in Borough Hall, great.
We're not far from Borough Hall. I did jury duty at Borough Hall. Gross.
He banged in your seat at jury duty.
Yeah, he did.
That's so crazy.
I had to do multiple days of jury duty at Borough Hall.
What was your case?
I never ended up getting called for it.
Oh,
but it was just
keep going there?
I had to it's like it's a big process, but like you do the initial part and then they pull your number and then they say, oh, okay, we might call you. And then the next day they did call me, but then they put me in the room where this person was like, this lawyer was asking us about ourselves.
Okay.
So we didn't get to really, I think it was like a slip and fall kind of situation. It wasn't like a murder or anything like that.
Okay.
But I was like, I cannot be here for the next 2 weeks because I am traveling. And they were like, do you have proof? And I was like, here's my flight. And they were like, okay.
Goodbye.
Like,
bye.
Goodbye. This was fun.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for wasting 2 days of my life.
Thank you.
Yay. Slip and fall. Hope you win. Or don't. I don't know. We need less litigation in this country, but also more litigation at the same time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Eric Adams was having sex right above us
with
in another
Laura.
floor with me. And I said, I can't do this. I have to travel for work. I gotta go.
You should just come out with an allegation like that, because you know what? We need some publicity for this fucking podcast. Okay?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm gonna do a tell-all book about Eric Adams.
This last story I have is that researchers have developed an AI that translates cats' meows in real time. They say with 95% accuracy. How could they possibly know that? But I don't want to know what my cat's saying.
No, I like every time I'm like, I love you.
Yeah, and he's
I
like,
love you.
Meow.
I love you.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you, you sick bitch. You.
I hate it here.
Yeah.
I've been trying to escape
You are
for years.
dark and disgusting sick. It's like Eric Adams rant.
I know. They're like, I've been trying to get freed from this prison.
Yeah, let me in the hall. I need to get out. I gotta go. I miss my family.
I miss my mom. You took her
I
from
love
me.
you too. I love you too. I love how right now we are just being so blasé with the use of AI. We're like, AI, made my boyfriend fall back in love with me.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, AI. Thanks, ChatGPT.
Thank you so much for ChatGPT. I have not been using as much ChatGPT as I have previously. I don't know why.
It's out.
I'm just an environmentalist, you guys. I'm like, really.
That's been a big
person.
thing recently is
Sam Altman's just going on places being like, I don't know.
well, people have become a lot more conscientious, I think, of like the data centers behind it. I think it's becoming more like widely spread that, oh, wow, we're using ungodly amounts of electricity and water to ask what my cat is saying to me. We are draining fields in California in order for me to be like, does Password love me? Yes or no?
This is like, I mean, listen, I don't know how things work, but like the idea that he uses water, I'm like, what? I'm like, can we all agree on that? I'm like, I'm very confused.
Very confused. It's to
I know it does.
It's to cool the data centers.
Oh,
because they get really hot.
Well, why don't they just stop getting so hot?
You should tell him that.
All right.
You ask ChatGPT why
are your data centers so fucking hot?
What's going on? But in Arizona, in Phoenix, they were trying to build some data centers, or maybe they still are trying, and there were massive protests. By massive, I mean like probably like 200 people, but still against it because the people in Phoenix were like, "Yo, we have no water. What do you mean you're gonna also build a data center here? Like, don't.
You do it in Flint. You can't even fucking drink that water anyway.
It's perfect. That's a very symbiotic relationship.
Yeah,
right there. Go and put your data center in Flint, not in Arizona.
Not bad.
But then meanwhile, the city of Phoenix was like, no, we'd like the money. We'll take the data center, actually. Fuck you and your water.
All right.
Go to the gas station, buy a gallon jug.
Well, God bless.
Yeah, I mean, that is tough. That would be so scary.
Yeah,
you know?
Weird.
I wouldn't want to buy property there.
No.
In 20 years, you're like, will they have water?
Probably not. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, listen, I hate AI. So that's my take. It's my hot take on AI.
Yeah.
No. That's all, folks, I think, right?
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that was a pretty meaty one. So.
All right, good.
Which we ranted about Taylor Swift for a while. I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah.
Or if you're big Swifties,
let us know what you think. I don't know.
I like, to be fair, I went to the Eras tour. I enjoyed some of her songs.
Of course, yeah.
They're bops. These last ones, not so much.
Not so much bops.
Would still upset about that.
Yeah, well, gross. You guys, follow me at May_Planert. I do weekly shows in New York City. You'll see them on my Instagram stories. If you live here, just follow me and then come by. And I also have a headlining show literally not until the 20th of December on Cape Cod, Massachusetts. So if you live in the area, come by to that.
That'll be fun. I will be in Austin, Texas this weekend at Cap City Comedy Club. So I think it will come out before then. So if you're listening to this and it was released recently, come through. The Millennial Capital.
Amazing. Great.
Yeah. And then other than that, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know. We'll talk about that later. But
anyway, toodaloo. Like and subscribe to the podcast. Tell your friends, you know the drill. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.